Remember Dr. Weather talking about the grain and soft commodity markets today. Why am I crying here? And my eyes are closed. The price of coffee is so high I can't afford it. And I'm exhausted. Get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Look at all the rain coming for key sugar and coffee areas right now. Does that mean that coffee and sugar prices may top out or have topped out? It is possible. To find out more, get a free issue of my Weather Wealth newsletter about La Nina versus La Nada, which is an El Nino neutral. We are headed toward a weak La Nina right now. Free issue at my website. So over the last year, of course, cocoa and coffee on the right there have been the big winners. Cocoa up 150%, 300% in 3 years due to incredible warming around the planet, all sorts of disease issues in West Africa, food prices near a 19-year high. But not because of the grain markets, but because of weather extremes in other parts of the world that are affecting also vegetables and things like that. So we have a weak La Nina Modoki, we call it, which is actually a west-based La Nina, warming near Peru, cool in the Central Pacific, and generally good conditions there on the right in South America for corn and soybeans. Some of the analog years from weak La Ninas tend to have a little bit drier weather in Argentina. They're in green by February. It may affect the soybean crop, but for right now, our soybean spider has been bearish really over the last month or so. And one thing keeping soybeans higher, of course, is an oversold market and higher soy oil prices because palm oil is soaring. Our coffee spider that was bullish for about a month is more neutral to possibly bearish now. We may have seen the high-end coffee. Corn demand is strong there on the left. Economic scores are modestly bullish, +2. Pattern recognition is a little bit supportive as well. But the moisture index in South America is bearish at -1 to -2, as well as temperatures. Otherwise, we'd have more of a strong recommendation for our clients to buy corn. Let's wait till we get into the spring and summer grain markets, because I've been pretty right on the last 2 summers, expecting record yields and no droughts, and a bear market the last 2 summers in corn and soybeans. Corn bumping up against resistance. It's going to take more demand from previous weather issues last summer in parts of China, Russia, and Europe. As you can see there on the left, export inspections are pretty strong. But South American weather is ideal, making things a little bit complicated. Yes, we go higher seasonally in corn right now. But again, we got to watch South American weather as well. Soybean prices should be going lower. Yes, we've got a big short position in soybean oil has been soaring because of high palm oil prices. That's kept soybeans kind of stable here over the last couple of weeks. Had a recommendation in our newsletter a few weeks ago that I was bullish coffee. We soared 25% the last few weeks. Unbelievable volatility. But historically, when we see prices this high, the last time was 1977, the great snow in Brazil freeze, the black frost in Brazil. Normally we see longer-term bear markets, so it's possible the market could have seen the highs here with improving weather over the next few weeks or so in Brazil, coffee growing areas. That's the way the coffee crop has looked here over the last month or so. Kind of devastation from 2 or 3 years of drought there. As you can see, soy moisture slightly improved there on the right in blue, a little bit healthier than it was a month or 2 ago. Extreme drought that helped sugar prices rally as well as coffee. Things are slowly improving in Brazil. Sugar tends to go higher in 13 of the last 15 years, but with a record long position in some soft commodities. And looking at analog years like in 2022 with a big Indian monsoon and return of rains in Brazil, sugar prices during December tended to go lower. In 2023, sugar prices went higher because of an El Nino. I don't expect that next year in 2025. So we could go into a longer-term bear market in sugar. There are the commitment traders to the right, record long positions in coffee and sugar. So when the climate changes, we tend to recommend to our clients in big positions that are heavily long to maybe short the market or buy puts or short calls. People are heavily short. We see weather fundamentals change. We tend to go long. So we do look for oversold and overbought markets. Subscribe to a free issue of Weather Wealth or a 2-week free trial period. One trade alone, folks, like being long coffee the last 2 months, will pay for the newsletter for 4 or 5 years. Though past performance is not indicative of future results, how about natural gas? We could end up having a much colder winter because of the weak La Nina Modoki. Weather spider's gone from bearish to bullish slightly here over the last few days.